Prior to departing Gulf Shores on our springtime adventures to the southwest, we established 2 key locations that we planned to visit. These were Saguaro National Park and the Grand Canyon. These places became the keystone points of our travel plans. In planning our journey, I aspirationally hoped to extend our travel into Alaska. This far-reaching goal set the preferred path to continually move northward once we arrived at our most westward point. With this recognition, Saguaro became our initial destination, and then moving on to visiting the Grand Canyon as our second key stop. While both are in Arizona, the weather differences between the 2 locations is dramatic, and this came into play as we visit Grand Canyon National Park. Making reservations for a stay in any of the popular national parks, such as the Grand Canyon, requires completing them many months in advance. We schedule our stay in early January. In making these plans, I did consider the weather, consulting the National Park website for typical monthly temperatures. Historically, temperatures in March range between a high of 51 and a low of 25. This is nearly ideal for hiking down into the canyon, as temperatures increase significantly as you descend downward, and anything above 40 at the rim will be very pleasant for hiking down into the canyon. As our time to visit approaches, I continue to check the weather reports, and it appears we will get an inch or so of snow while there. Frankly, that's fine. It will add a dimension of interest to our pictures, and we will have clamp-ons for us all should we need any additional traction on the trails.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the Grand Canyon.
Thank you.
Would you like a map today?
Please.
Go.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you. Have a very nice day.
You too.
Don't cut anytime soon.
Yeah.
Do you need me to get back so you can see better? There's nothing coming.
Anything coming?
Nothing coming. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nothing coming. They all have to pay. We're in Grand Canyon.
After passing through the entrance gate, the road to the trailer village, where we are staying, is 4.5 miles of flat road and kaibab pine trees. The canyon is nowhere in sight, it seems, until you are right on top of it.
Visitor Center, Market Plaza, Village, and Campgrounds.
Yeah, thank you. The ride to Grand Canyon from Cottonwood should have taken no more than 2 hours on a typical day. However, the roads we travel are in terrible shape. Coupled with snow and passing over the mountains, this made the ride take at least twice as long and twice as challenging. When we finally arrive at the village campground, it is more of a relief than a joyful experience to be checking in.
Here's the bus. Wow, you are in the bus. Grand Canyon bus.
We've pulled in and shut down. The setup begins. Each of us has a role to play, and we know our duties. All of us are wearing a couple of sweat outfits in an attempt to stay warm. As a result, setup seems to take forever. What we have in our possession is what we chose months ago in the warmth of Gulf Shores. Little do we know, this is only a hint of what is about to come our way.
beginning of snow. Uh-oh, it's already slowing down. Huh?
Yep, I moved away from snow. Now I've paid to drive down into it. Need to reconsider my thoughts. Looking back, it has been far too long since we visited the Grand Canyon. Our first and only visit here was in 2012, as we celebrated our 5th anniversary. During this visit, our much younger selves hiked the Kaibab Trail down to Skeleton Point and then returned. Since then, it has been my goal to hike this trail down to the Colorado River. This is a difficult task and one that should not be attempted in summer, as the temperatures increase significantly as one descends into the canyon. This fact makes a down and back hike potentially a fatal effort, not something that we want to pursue. Recognizing this, I have always wanted to hike the same trail in the springtime, when the temperatures at the top are cool and the descent into the canyon provides very comfortable conditions.
You're not getting up.
Look at that.
That guy.
Looking from the south rim towards the north, the canyon appears more greenish. Looking into the canyon can be a transformative experience. The size, scope, and breadth of color is somewhat overwhelming. While the time required to form the canyon is estimated to be around 6 million years, the age of the rock below is some of the oldest exposed on the planet. At its lowest levels, the rock is nearly 2 million years old. Looking southward, the canyon looks more raw or more reddish. This is due to how the weather is distributed between the north side and the south side of the canyon. Travel throughout the park is greatly improved by riding the buses that transport us to all the key points of interest. During our visit, the weather conditions have limited travel to only a few stops east of the Grand Canyon Village. While limited, we still managed to visit a few of the key stops, including Mather Point, the Kaibab Trailhead, Yakai Point, and the Pine Creek Vista. This route is known as the Orange or Kaibab Rim Route. At the time of our visit, the Desert View Drive Road is closed due to the snow. You did.
Okay, that's not obvious, but you just can't see how far down it is.
No, you can't.
A storm of storms.
Okay. Our time in Grand Canyon. This is amazing. It's beautiful. Not quite prepared for it. Notice we have hoodies and tennis shoes.
We are prepared for some cold, but what we are facing is beyond what we are really prepared for. Our storage capacity limits the amount of clothing that we can carry, and we chose not to bring winter clothing.
All you did was
Like in coats, we certainly did not pack a snow shovel.
We're on E Street. There's my babe. They have at least plowed the road to where you can see it, which is a good thing because we're leaving. Okay, coming. There's the Imagine. I'm coming. This shows you just how much snow we got. Step over this. Careful. As little weight as you can. There goes the snowplow.
Tell her we wish her a happy birthday, Lucas.
Well, almost wish tomorrow.
Our time at the Grand Canyon has ended. We are departing both the park and the state. Our next stop is Colorado, where we visit Mesa Verde National Park. We invite you to join us for this trip as well. We are deeply thankful and appreciative of everyone that joined us as we visited the Grand Canyon.